back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Bubble Sue. If you're not new and you're coming back, yeah, listen, Happy New Year. First of all, no, Happy New Year to everyone. But yeah, I just thought it's a new year. I might as well post a new video because the fuck, like the last time I posted was the Tyler the Creator reaction video, and I just thought let me give you like a proper video. So if you can tell by the title, I'm gonna be talking about why I create. I'm not really sure actually. I don't know what the title of the video is yet, but I think once I upload this, I should probably have a title by then. If not, then shit. I mean, you'll know regardless because you clicked on the video. But we're gonna be talking about why I create collages. Now, most of my subscribers, I imagine so far, we're just about to hit 100 subscribers, but I imagine most of you are from my Instagram, and if you've been following me for a while, since like 2022, I've been posting collages like constantly on my Instagram, on my old Instagram page. RIP, I got fucking hacked. We won't get into that because that's too traumatizing, but I would essentially post collages every week. Before I would kind of just, post them when I made them, but I ended up making like more than one at a time. So I kind of tried to separate it to like post one like every single week. And like, it was going good. And I always get asked like, honestly, like, well, not always, but I I just thought I'm gonna talk about this because it's something that I'm passionate about, and it really helped me not only trust my intuition but actually believe in myself, like knowing that I am creative and that there's no like one thing that someone can be deemed as creative. Like you don't have to, I mean, being a painter, you are creative, but I necessarily didn't have to already have that skill set. In the future though, I will, but right now we'll be talking about this. So I remember I was going on holiday, and people always talked about Queensland and like how fun that was, and I was like, yeah, right, bullshit, yeah, okay, fuck off, Queensland's great, yeah, whatever. I went there, I went to Surfers Paradise, and lo and behold, it is great. And coming back, this was like the week before Christmas, and I was coming back, and everyone's posting their pictures, and I had a couple of pictures, but I really wanted to sort of give the feel of the holiday, and I just didn't want to be I just didn't want it to be basic. I'm sorry, I really didn't. I was like, no, like this needs to be good, like this needs to be good. And I remember like sitting there thinking like, oh my god, like how am I going to honestly like immaculate, like give off this energy that I just had of the holidays, because it was a great holiday, like I loved it. And before this, I would never post on my Insta because I just like I wanted my posts to feel how I was feeling. I didn't want it just to be like a basic selfie and then post it. I wanted you to like feel and like understand the exact emotions and feelings that I was having when I took that picture. So if that meant putting like some glittery filters, I'll try maybe put some pictures in my show, but essentially I was like, this needs to really immaculate. You need to smell the food that I was smelling when I was walking down Surfers Paradise, So whilst I'm kind of trying to find an idea on how to post, because I didn't want to I just didn't want it to be repetitive with like adding stickers and stuff. I was like, nah, this holiday was good. Like it can't have no basic SpongeBob SquarePants type of stickers. It has to be good. So I'm on Twitter, and there's like there's like aesthetic accounts. I follow quite a lot of them, and I remember seeing like people post their collages, and they were really pretty, but they never really, like the entire collage could be great and then there's just one picture that doesn't fit, and it would like completely throw me off. And I'm not saying that I could do a better job, but I always used to think like, oh, if I was creating my own collages, this is what I would do, this is what I would add. So it dawned on me like, wait, you can do this. You can put your pictures and kind of give off the vibe that you were feeling for your holidays. So that's essentially how collages started. I posted, I think, 3 collages from my holidays to sort of give off the vibe. And by I did my these two collages, I put them like side by side, or like you'll see them. But these two colleges in particular, I was like, wait a minute, this is good. Like this is actually too much into it. Like this is actually like saying and telling exactly how I felt. And I was thinking, okay, hmm, all right. So I posted my collages. It was like, oh my god, yeah, and it's great, fun, cool. I then was, I'm not proud of it, but I love TikTok, and I'm a music listener, like a proper music listener, and I have this thing where something will like stick with me for like something will stick for me. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a stain. Like something will stay on me until it kind of like wears off. Like a particular film, and like there's a scene in that film, and it like reminds me of my own personality. And then I feel like you know what I'm saying. Like people who are kind of who watch films or watch TikToks, like you get what I mean. Like there's a certain thing that sticks with you, and I found that happening to me. This was like during the holidays, and there was like these TikToks of like these like I think like these Japanese films, like these edits. Also, I'll tag that person because we actually became mutuals, which is so funny on TikTok. But there was a particular TikTok that she had, and I could not get, like, it was replaying in my mind. Like I would be sitting down and I could not get this TikTok out of my head, and I was like, dude, like I'm gonna go ballistic. Like it wasn't annoying me, but it was like all over me at this point. Like I couldn't ignore it. And then I've also talked about like Jibara on my YouTube channel and how that really stuck with me, and it was just all these things. And I think because I had just graduated high school, and I was coming to terms, I mean I still am coming to terms with who I am, but I remember like being in a sort of like in a struggle, like am I creative, am I not? Like I do have these things in my head, but I really don't know how to put it into something. And it's almost as if I'm gonna be so real and you're gonna think I'm crazy, but like I don't even remember how I opened. Like I remember I opened Canva, and I just started putting images, and it was like this. I didn't have any blockages. I had no boundaries. I just let myself go. I had no anxiety. I had no fear. I just did it. Like I just did it. I kid you not. It was almost as if I was in like some sort of like higher like state. Be like I was I was just being me. Like I was just creating, and then I kid you not, the minute I finished it, I just heard the words done, and I looked on my phone and this beautiful collage. I'll put it here, and it was exactly how all these things were making me feel, down from the colors, from the even like where the pictures were positioned, every single thing. And I made this collage in 2022, which is so long ago now, but I was like, oh my god, like I can actually like do this. And ever since then it was like continuously like just making these. This was like my first time allowing myself to be creative and not limiting myself. And it was just constantly like making collages. Like at first I'd make one, then I'd post it, but then there will be so many, like I would have seen a film, and then I would have listened to some music, or I would have gone on like a beautiful walk, and like I just remember how the sun was setting. All these things were still stuck on me, and I ended up making like I kid you not, I think the most collages I made at once was 9 collages at the same time. And it was just like, it was finally like allowing myself to actually be creative and like express myself. And this kind of comes back to my point with why I feel like everyone is creative. Like I mean, people definitely, I think it just comes into like, honing, like, getting better at your skills, because 100% my first collage to my last collage, they're completely different. But the only difference is that like I've gotten better at maybe like specific details that I want to continue to explain how I feel, or like, what's going on in my head. But I kid you not, every single collage that I look at, I don't feel cringe, I don't feel regret. Actually, no, just one. Nah, I take that back. No, all of them. I don't feel cringe. I don't feel embarrassed. I don't feel ashamed of them. I kid you not. I look at every single one. I'm like, yeah, that was how I was feeling at that time, and I'm not ashamed about it. Like it was a healing process for me. Especially, it's. I mean, it's definitely weird. Like especially coming out of high school and like accepting the change and like I mean, I don't miss high school, but either way, it's a big transformation. And even like starting YouTube and like the thumbnails, and I look at them and I'm like, yeah, that's how that certain topic made me feel. Like I've got no shame about it, and I feel like just going into the new year now, I really want to be able to go into like different mediums and create more. I've definitely got more content ideas, but I feel like honestly like a message to myself and like to anyone who's watching or listening is to if you the we are all creative, everyone's journey is different, but if you want to make authentic art, if your work doesn't make you emotional, mm, then like why are you making it? One of my favorite artists, Narks. I've never been to London. Well, I've never been to the part that he's from in London. I've never. Last time I was in the UK was when I left it, and his album Alpha House. Just from the first listen, it's like you're being transported into that world. And each of my collages are basically worlds that are inside my head, different parts of me. It's just the same thing, but it like for some like we're completely two different people, two different sides of the world. Yet what he was saying in the album was exactly what I was going through at a certain time. If it doesn't make you and like that's why like there's no such thing as like bad music. Okay, maybe like clickbait music, but trending music. But even then, like fuck that. Like an emotional, you don't need to be crying. Like emotional can make you feel happy, can make you feel gleeful. I think really like just I feel like 2025 is like a year where like people are just gonna be creative now, and one of my favorite things, especially it's what's funny is that when I was creating these collages, I started really like acknowledging the things that I love. Like like I finally was like, yeah, I'm a film buff. Like I love cinema, I love TV shows that are great, and I'm not ashamed about it because they make me feel happy. Like they really like shape who I am. And again, like I mean, last year was we had some pretty good albums. I'm excited about really the direction of where we're all going, and I feel like everyone now is taking shit seriously. I'm just gonna come to an ending. Thank you so much for staying as long as you have. I know I said that I want like this is kind of like I I I wanted to sort of like discuss why kind of something that I love enjoy doing, and kind of why I feel like as a generation I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be fine because I think everyone's kind of realizing that AI is kind of shit. But other than that, thank you. I will be trying to post, but then again, I want to make content that not only will you enjoy, but that I can enjoy, that I can sit back and listen to and not cringe. Because, like I said with my collages, I look back at them and I'm like, yeah, like if it took me like a week to make a collage, I was okay with that. The last collage I made actually was last year in February. I haven't made a collage since. I'm still posting my collages that I've created, but that was me dipping my toes and realizing that yeah, I enjoy doing this. So yeah, thanks guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me stuff that you enjoy doing as well. Like stuff that really sets your heart ablaze. Any recommendations for TV shows, books, films, movies, anything. But yeah, thanks guys for watching.